Good evening. Let us pray. Creator of the universe, we thank you for this privilege and opportunity. We thank you for this day that you have made, and we are aware, God, that you said that there is a time and a season for everything. So as we gather here this evening for this commencement celebration, we ask that you will touch these students that have worked so diligently, and we ask that you will open doors for them that no man can close. And as they move forward from this place, we ask that they will be the bridge to the world, which has great opportunities for them. We ask that you will bless the parents. We thank you for the faculty of Wor-Wic Community College. And as we're here today, we ask that their minds will be focused on tomorrow, but they will give you honor and thanks for all that you have allowed them to accomplish. And we thank you for this and all other things. Amen.
You can be seated. We're delighted to have this great weather and be permitted to hold our commencement ceremony at Purdue Stadium this evening. One of the many things we've learned over the past year is how to be flexible and adjust to new circumstances. As a 2021 college graduate, you've dealt with a number of disruptions and changes, yet you persevered, and I doubt you'll ever forget your college experience. We wanted to make sure that your graduation was memorable too. I really want to thank the staff at Purdue Stadium and the college staff led by Ms. Kamisha Handy and Dr. Deirdre Johnson for making this event a reality. Last fall, Wor-Wic was only one of 2 colleges in Maryland to have an in-person graduation. Actually, it was August for our 2020 graduates. We're still one of the few colleges conducting in-person ceremonies for the spring of 21. And we wish that all of your friends and family could have been with us, but that type of event is still on hold as we continue to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic. But it's soon going to change, if you heard from Governor Hogan today. But tonight is your night to celebrate your success and your accomplishment. So it's now my distinct pleasure to introduce Russell Blake, Chair of the Wor-Wic Community College Board of Trustees. Mr. Blake.
I am pleased to introduce our guest tonight, Dr. Ray Hoy, President, whom just you heard speaking here, Dr. Kristen Mallory, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Brian Newton, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Services, Reverend Peggy Briggs, who was previously introduced, Dr. Stephen Leonard, and Mrs. Sierra DACRE, our speakers, who will be introduced in a few moments. In the Hardball Cafe section of the stands, we have college board members Morgan Hazel, Kim Gillis, and Marty Neat. We also are welcoming members of the Eastern Shore delegation, Senator Mary Beth Carrozza, Speaker Pro Tem Cherie Sample Hughes, Delegate Carl Anderton, Delegate Charles Otto, and also Wicomico County Executive John Fasoda, and Worcester County Commissioner Chip Bertino. And we want to thank both counties for all their support. And congratulations to the class of 2021. Each of you, along with your family, share in this achievement that is being recognized here this evening. And now it's my pleasure to introduce your commencement speaker, Dr. Stephen Leonard, President, CEO of Tidal Health. Steve has been with Tidal Health Peninsula Regional since 2003 and assumed his current role in January of 2018. He holds a bachelor's degree in management and finance from Florida Atlantic University, a master's of business administration from Salisbury University, and a doctorate in organization leadership from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Dr. Leonard is a fellow of the American College of Healthcare Executives and a previous recipient of its senior level Healthcare Executive Regents Award for his contributions to healthcare excellence in our state. He has also been honored by the Tri-County District Boy Scouts of America with that organization's Distinguished Citizen Award. He has served as an examiner for the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award for 3 years and is a past certified Six Sigma Black Belt by the American Society for Quality. In 2017, he was appointed to the Maryland Hospital Association Council of Financial Policy, of which he is the current chairperson. He is also a member of the MHA Executive Committee. Please welcome Dr. Stephen Leonard.
Thank you for those kind words. Could have been shorter. All right. Good evening to President Ray Hoy, trustees, faculty, staff, honored guests, family and friends, and most importantly, the Wor-Wic Community College graduating class of 2021. I am honored to be here to celebrate and to speak with you regarding your incredible accomplishments. Little did we know that just over 1 year ago, we would enter into perhaps one of the most challenging periods of our lives. There is not one single aspect of society that's been unaffected by the COVID-19 pandemic. And to each of you who worked through those challenges and completed this phase of your work and your academic efforts, I congratulate you. At the same time, while there's reason for celebration, there has been loss, and in some cases, loved ones who may not be here to be able to celebrate with you. Yet, we have faith that they're here with us nonetheless. I had no idea that leading Tidal Health through this effort would result in Dr. Ray Hoy reaching out to me to provide this address. I do not consider myself to be terribly exciting, and I have not written a book. I did complete a dissertation for my doctorate that sure felt like a book, but I will not subject you today to a lecture on grounded theory and sense-making. But when asked to give my first commencement address, I have to tell you that it felt like an honor, as I too am a product of a community college. Looking back, it seems like yesterday, that actually it was 25 years ago this month, that I completed my paramedic certificate in a community college in Hudson Valley in upstate New York. It was an invaluable experience, and it started my career in healthcare and contributed in many ways to the accomplishments that I've so far. You never know, I guess I could say, that where your efforts will lead. I suspect that our COVID-19 pandemic battle might provide interesting content for an address on preparation for a global pandemic, but hopefully that won't be needed for another 100 years. As I thought about it more, it became clear that each generation has experienced significant events that have challenged society, and as individuals, we will surely face more at some point in time or another. I make no claims to have prophetic wisdom, yet I've been asked to provide this address and would humbly offer perhaps a few suggestions that may be helpful as you enter this next phase of life, battle global pandemic, or more likely, just manage challenge and change. First, on a personal level, our growth should never stop. Success can be more assured by continually challenging yourself to learn, acquire new skills, be open to growth and development. It is easy to become complacent and rest on the potential that nothing will change. However, that's just not the case. Learning new skills and the ability to adapt are invaluable. I started out in healthcare as a paramedic, and I currently have the privilege to lead and support one of the finest healthcare systems in the country. In many ways, my path was uncertain and unique like others, but at the same time influenced by thoughtful steps to improve my own capabilities to serve. Look for others that can help to guide you on this path. It is not expected that you walk out of here being an expert on everything or to completely know your future. Actually, that is far from the case. A good mentor can provide feedback that can assist with your growth and development. One important thing to remember is that you have to be open to it. It's a necessary part of growth, even if the feedback that you hear might not be what you want to hear. While working as a medic, I went back to school. It was actually at Florida Atlantic University, and my first job was in healthcare consulting. It was a small company. I was the second person hired. Actually, the second person hired, they turned it down, and they offered it to me instead. The owner of the company, Norm, quickly became my mentor. This was pre-9/11, you have to remember, and we used to travel a significant amount of time on the road together, all across the South. I distinctly recall my first evaluation in my first job, and I scored a 2.8 on a scale of 1 to 5. Something had to be wrong. There's no way I was a 2.8 on a scale of 1 to 5. However, Norm went through the rubric, he provided feedback in specific areas, and they were spot on in the growth. This feedback occurred in my evaluations and countless one-on-ones over my initial few years. We often have more to learn than we want to admit, and you need people who are willing to talk with you about it. Over time, I rose to a little more than a 4. That was about as high as Norm would go on anything. It was a great relationship, and to this day I give Norm and a few of my other mentors credit for my accomplishments, along with my parents, of course. Speaking of employers, I highly suggest you look for an organization where you can develop relationships. A strong relationship with your team, your leaders, and really with the organizational entity itself. You really should strive to have a connection of sorts. Life is too short to settle for a job. You really want to find a place that can help you grow and develop and looks at not as an employee, but really as an invaluable member of a team. I encourage people to develop a mastery of their work, no matter their role. Whether you're called to perform brain surgery, heading to nursing school, accounting, or cleaning the floors, each of us should be driven to make the most of our skills and abilities. That sounds familiar? It's adopted from Dr. Martin Luther King. This mastery will often lead to opportunities. As a part of the team, mastery should be passed on. It's our role to help others to grow and develop, to share what we've learned, to provide that same opportunity that others have provided to us. We need to give back to the team, to those that follow in your footsteps. The relationship goes both ways. As an organization, Title Health has been striving to establish those relationships. We were fortunate to have an amazing team do incredible work during one of the greatest healthcare challenges of our lives. This capacity for greatness was built over many years. Deep relationships with our team created a level of discretionary effort that is almost impossible to replicate and serve this community well. In return, as Title Health, we understood the economic challenges that the pandemic was creating. During COVID-19, businesses were shuttering, the economy came to a halt, spouses of our team were out of work. Many here can remember and attest. Title Health, supporting the team, made the decision not to lay off a single person last year, even though the financial challenges were great. We might not be able to do that forever, but that's the type of relationship you're looking for. An organization that values you and contributes to your growth and development and supports the team during challenge and change. Maybe your growth will lead to new opportunities within that organization. Maybe you'll move on to some greater opportunities, but in the end, both you and your organization should be motivated to maximize your potential and support every team member. You've heard me mention it a few times, but it's all about the team. There's no way to do everything on your own when dealing with challenge and change, pandemics or otherwise. Teams are like families. We work, we argue, we debate, we improve, we connect, and we're there for each other. It's in a shared purpose of developing a product or service, or in our case, caring for the community that we all benefit, find value and meaning, and ultimately meet the mission. I'm going to go off on a tangent for a minute, but it's important to work on problems. It's important to improve our work, challenge, and debate each other. We need to be comfortable doing that. I think our ability in society sometimes to actually talk through our issues has diminished over the years. We've resorted to texting, indirect conflict resolution, and social media. It doesn't help. Going back to Norm, one of my first mentors, he used to say, "We can't take people in slices. No one is perfect, but we have much more in common to build from than our differences. Talk more than less and build common ground wherever you can." I'm back from my tangent. Finally, you may be called to lead at some point. Lead from a position of service from the team. The greatest teams are the result when a leader provides vision, they care for their team, and they serve the team. In the end, be there for the team, and the team will be there for you, and the mission will be met. Let me wrap up by saying I am so excited for the class of 2021. It's great to be out here with you to celebrate this momentous occasion. I look out onto this group and the skills you have acquired and your incredible accomplishments, and I know that each one of you will find success. Yes, there has and continues to be challenges, and the battle with COVID-19 is not yet done, but the future is bright. I'm going to date myself. Bob Barker would close out The Price is Right by saying, get your pets spayed or neutered. I will close out by saying, make sure you get your vaccination, enjoy the summer, and congratulations to the class of 2021.
Very nicely done, thank you. Steve, on behalf of the Wor-Wic Community College class of 2021, I'd like to thank you for your inspirational message, and we have a plaque for you commemorating your delivery of this year's commencement address, your first commencement address. Thank you again, Steve. Dr. Brian Newton, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Services, will introduce the class speaker.
Good evening. Before introducing our student speaker, I'd like to offer my sincere congratulations to the class of 2021. I know the last 14 months have been a very difficult way to finish your time at Wor-Wic, but I congratulate you on your perseverance. I know I speak for the entire faculty and staff in wishing you continued success in all your future endeavors. Congratulations to you all. I am pleased to introduce tonight's student speaker, Sierra DACRE. Sierra graduates this evening with an associate degree in general studies. Sierra is a Dean's List student, a member of Wor-Wic's Alpha Nu Omicron chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, as well as a volunteer at the Believe in Tomorrow House by the Sea. Upon graduation, Sierra plans to pursue a degree in nursing and probably a job at Title Health. It is my honor to introduce to you Sierra DACRE.
Good evening, President Hoy, administrators, faculty, honored guests, fellow graduates, and families. I am honored to be here with you this evening. I am beyond grateful for this opportunity to stand before you and tell you my story. I would like to begin by saying thank you to my peers, classmates, professors, administrators, advisors, and family. I am sure we all have a few particular individuals who come to mind when we think of the journey that led us here. Whether it be the science teacher whose courses are tough, or the English teacher who showed endless kindness. Each are important in their own way, shaping us all to be who we are today. We need that tough love, just as much as we need kindness. We have also relied on those closest to us, whether it is your mother, father, sibling, or spouse. The support that comes from them is crucial. Thank you to my family for tolerating all of my sleepless nights studying for hours. I appreciate the love and constant support more than you will ever know. College. It has a different meaning to each of you sitting in front of me, but now I'd like to share my story of what college means to me. When I first imagined college a few years ago, the standard university system did not appeal to me. Moving far away from home never sparked my interest. Dorm rooms and their dark gray concrete walls had absolutely no charm. I was not fond of traditional universities, hence Wor-Wic being a top choice I'm eternally grateful for. A short 3 years ago, I was not the same student who is standing up here today. I had given up on school. I enjoyed learning, but I really despised the environment. I'm sure a few of you here today can relate, but I was struggling with my mental health, and I had lost any and all motivation. I had no desire to achieve the goals I once aspired to. I skipped school whenever I had the chance because I simply could not handle the pressure. I made so many mistakes that completely destroyed my high school GPA. I needed a school that could and would provide me with the support I so desperately needed to truly succeed. Thank you, Wor-Wic, for giving me an opportunity to redefine myself and show my potential and worth. I am a firm believer that you are not defined by how many times you were knocked down, but by how many times you get up. We've all been knocked down, but we must get up, and that is what I did at Wor-Wic. This year was rough for all of us. I don't think any of us imagined attending school this way, so thank you, Wor-Wic, for providing so many options on ways to take classes, even in these trying times. This year started to feel a lot like that year in high school when I stopped caring. Virtual learning is different and was challenging to navigate at first, but guess what? I did it. We did it. Thank you, Wor-Wic, for opening so many doors I did not know existed. The doors that led to connections, relationships, and most importantly, a chance to succeed. Thank you for allowing me to believe in myself again. Thank you for allowing me to form bonds with the mothers, the fathers, the high school dually enrolled students, and the retired elders who wanted to go back and do what they never finished. Wor-Wic is different, and that is what makes it so special. It is not your standard four-year university. It is a close-knit, local, two-year college filled with so many individuals, each with their own intriguing story. The campus is diverse, and so are the experiences of everyone within it, whether it is campus security, those working the COVID checkpoint, or the ones who spent countless hours sanitizing. Every single person we have come into contact with during our time here has made this possible. Thank you to the unsung heroes who made our experiences what they are. To my classmates, I want you to truly take a moment and realize how valued and special you are. I don't think we could have done this without each other. From the study sessions to the venting sessions, we formed irreplaceable bonds with one another. I ask one thing of you. As you move forward in this crazy thing we call life, and I know this may sound odd, but please look at everyone you surround yourself with as an overflowing vessel. A vessel for knowledge, inspiration, love, and support. A vessel that will fill yours with so many valuable things. Everyone has their own story, and within that story, you may just find something that will change your experience, just as mine has. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and once again, I am eternally grateful for this experience. Thank you.
Sierra, on behalf of the college and your fellow graduates, thank you for the address this evening. You so eloquently spoke about your experience at Wor-Wic and the experience of so many of your student colleagues, your peers. We also have a plaque for you commemorating your address for this graduating class of 2021. Thank you.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you. Very nice. Now, I invite Dr. Kristen Mallory, Vice President for Academic Affairs, for the confirmation of certificates and degrees, while Dr. Deirdre Johnson, Senior Director of Student Development, announces the graduates.
All right, Nick, pull us up.
President Hoy, the following candidates have satisfactorily completed their prescribed programs of study, and the faculty recommends them for a certificate of proficiency. Certificate graduates, please continue to stand and make your way to the field.
I have the honor of announcing the certificate graduates. Valerie Bethia, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice. Miranda Desiree Carter, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice. Sullivan Elvius, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing with Distinction. Dustin R. Hill, Certificate of Proficiency, Hotel Motel Restaurant Management. LaFrey Lee, Certificate of Proficiency, Office Technology. Tony Vitra, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing. Amber Lene Watson, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing. Kayla M. Wolf, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing.
Kenisha, can you hear me? Sierra is supposed to.
President Hoy, the following candidates have satisfactorily completed their prescribed programs of study, and the faculty recommends them for an associate degree. Associate degree graduates, please stand as directed.
I have the honor of announcing the associate degree graduates. Sierra Nicole DACRE, Associate of Arts, General Studies with honors. Elise N. Atkins, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Lauren C. Alexander, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Chelsea M. Allen, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Kush Ahmed, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Lanita Andrews, Associate of Science, Nursing. Sarah Nicole Babel, Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling, with high honors. Regina R. Bailey, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Taylor Marie Baker, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Elisa Shailene Benegas, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Tori Mackenzie Bell, Associate of Science, Nursing. Esperanza Badura Rebelro, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology with honors. Joy M. Blades, Associate of Science, Nursing with honors. Nancy Lynn Lewis Blades, Associate of Arts in Teaching Education with high honors. Zachary S. Bowden, Associate of Arts, Computer Studies. Kara L. Boyce, Associate of Applied Science, Occupational Therapy Assistant with honors. Sonia L. Brown, Associate of Science, Nursing. Anna Jean R. Carr, Associate of Applied Science, Occupational Therapy Assistant. Elizabeth C. Chaffee, Associate of Applied Science, Hotel Motel Restaurant Management with honors. Benjamin Chase, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with high honors. June Chin, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Angela M. Chronister, Associate of Science, Nursing. John M. Churchfield Jr., Associate of Applied Science, Hotel Motel Restaurant Management. Medina Eldris Clark, Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Catherine Cleaver, Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Elizabeth Kleckner, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Nashaya Collins, Associate of Science, Nursing. Jocelyn E. Corbin, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Taylor O. Corbin, Associate of Applied Science, Education with honors, and Associate of Arts in Teaching Education with honors. Jaleesa Miranda Cotman, Associate of Applied Science, Hotel Motel Restaurant Management with honors. Jenna Daly, Associate of Science, Nursing with honors. Jessica Dale White, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing, and Associate of Science, Nursing. Hannah R. Daniels, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology with high honors. Ashley Lauren Davis, Associate of Arts in Teaching Education. Brooke L. Davis, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with high honors. Nadine Davis, Associate of Arts in Teaching Education. Michael De Laurentiis, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with honors. Debbie Brittany Detzer, Associate of Science, Nursing. Emily S. DiNardo, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology with honors. Brianna C. Dustin, Associate of Science, STEM, with high honors, 4.0. Cassie M. Donaway, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology, with honors. Russell T. Douglas, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Alexandra Ann Dunlap, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Victoria Elisa Dunny, Associate of Science, Nursing. Melanie R. Elder, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Education. Crystal Lynn Ellis, Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling, with honors. Erica M. Estrada, Associate of Applied Science, Business, with honors. Jonathan R. Estrada Ramirez, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Marissa Bailey Fetters, Associate of Arts Education, with honors. Ahmed Fafana, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Studies. Paris Noel Ford, Associate of Science, Nursing. Archie Fregis, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Paul R. Garcia, Associate of Arts, Education. Calvin P. McCardle, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Dalton Gillis Adams, Associate of Applied Science, Hotel Motel Restaurant Management. Kayla M. Garrison, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Thelma M. Godinez, Associate of Arts, General Studies, with honors. Desmond Gibbs, Associate of Arts, General Studies, with honors. Takara N. Godwin, Associate of Science, Nursing. Angela Maria Green, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Christian Gertzke, Associate of Applied Science, Office Technology. Latoya T. Handy, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Robert J. Harkness, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Diane Nicole Harmon, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Dana B. Harrington, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Courtney M. Harris, Associate of Arts, Business. Elizabeth Ann Harris, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing, and Associate of Science, Nursing. Brooklyn Hayward, Associate of Arts in Teaching Education. Kayla M. Higgins, Associate of Arts, General Studies, with honors. Emily Hock, Associate of Applied Science, Occupational Therapy Assistant. Cody L. Howard, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Robert J. Howlett, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Sarah E. Hyatt, Associate of Arts, Education. Ikawachua T. Ibuwameka, Associate of Arts, Computer Studies with high honors. Michaela M. Jackson, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Sam A. Jeppy, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Janiqua K. Johnson, Associate of Arts in Teaching Education. Rochelle Johnson, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Karen Laverne Jones, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Terrence L. Jones, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Ariel L. King, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with honors. Stephanie A. King, Associate of Applied Science, Business, and Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Rebecca Kokoschka, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Laura Mae Kohler, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice, and Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Anthony W. Craig, Associate of Arts, Computer Studies, with honors. Victor Luke Klinich, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Dania Elvius, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing, and Associate of Science, Nursing. Ashley Merrilee Laird, Associate of Applied Science, Education. Letitia S. Macer, Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Ryan Malone, Associate of Applied Science, Office Technology. Patricia Manning, Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Dependency Counseling. Madison Marie Marsh, Certificate of Proficiency, Criminal Justice, and Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Shawanda L. McCray, Associate of Science, Nursing. Brittany L. McDaniel, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Amanda L. McVeigh, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Amy Lynn Merritt, Associate of Applied Science, Business with Honors. Fatma Meyer, Associate of Arts, Business with Honors. Robert Nathan Mitchell, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Tavessa C. Mitchell Church, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Shelby Moore, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Jonathan B. Morgan, Associate of Arts, Business with High Honors 4.0 and Associate of Arts, General Studies with High Honors 4.0. Joshua A. Morrison, Associate of Applied Science, Hotel, Motel, Restaurant Management. Brandy L. Nelson, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing, and Associate of Science, Nursing. Chanel Niles, Associate of Applied Science, Education. Stefania Newmack, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Brenda Okenia, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Taneri Pegway, Associate of Arts, General Studies with Honors. Candace M. Palmer, Associate of Applied Science, Hotel, Motel, Restaurant Management with Honors. Kelly M. Payne, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology. Ellen Purdue, Associate of Arts, Education, and Associate of Arts, General Studies. Hannah G. Finks, Associate of Applied Science, Hotel, Motel, Restaurant Management with Honors. Georgia Madeline Phillips, Associate of Arts in Teaching Education with High Honors, 4.0. Ashira Pittman, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Angela M. Pushkar, Associate of Science, Nursing. Rachel Raines, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Christina G. Ramirez, Associate of Applied Science, Business. Maria Ramirez Gonzalez, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Charles C. Rex, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Abigail M. Rickwood, Associate of Science, Nursing. Megan Priscilla Reif, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Carol Lee Robinson, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology with honors. Elizabeth Rung, Associate of Arts, General Studies with honors. Ashley Runnels, Associate of Applied Science, Office Technology. Caitlin Shett, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Laura Lene Schuster, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing with Distinction, and Associate of Science, Nursing with honors. Jenna G. Shoemate, Associate of Arts, Education, and Associate of Arts in Teaching Education. Jennifer L. Simmons, Associate of Science, Nursing. Carlisa Smith, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Catherine Smith, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with honors. Sherry L. Smith, Associate of Science, Nursing. Jeffrey S. Salambrino, Associate of Applied Science, Emergency Medical Services with high honors. Kimberly A. Summers, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice with honors. Danielle N. Thompson, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Kayla Alexis Thorns, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology with high honors. Shakira Renee McCartan Tillman, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Lindsay Toadvine, Associate of Science, Nursing. Deja Walker, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Princess E. Wallace, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Riley Callahan Walter, Associate of Applied Science, Radiologic Technology with honors. David Waters, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Taylor N. Welch, Certificate of Proficiency, Nursing, and Associate of Science, Nursing. Kawanda L. Willis, Associate of Science, Nursing. Christine Ann Elizabeth Wooten, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant. Michaela Wright, Associate of Applied Science, Education. Christine Urity Zell, Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant with honors. Luke Zielinski, Associate of Arts, General Studies with high honors.
Would the graduates please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Wor-Wic Community College, I confer upon you the appropriate Certificate of Proficiency or Associate of Arts, Associate of Arts in Teaching, Associate of Science, or Associate of Applied Science degree with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. You may turn your tassels. Great job, everybody. You can sit down for just a minute. I'd like to recognize and express our appreciation for those who have played such a major role in the success we're celebrating here tonight. That's our faculty and staff. We're extremely fortunate to have such talented and supportive and committed team at Wor-Wic, serving our students and our community. Like you, they persevered over this past year and a half to ensure your education and your success. So please join me in showing appreciation for all that they did and they do. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank our Board of Trustees, the members of the Eastern Shore Delegation, Wicomico County Executive and Council, and the Worcester County Commissioners. It's their leadership, friendship, and support that provide us with vital success for your community college. Thank you so much, special guests, graduates, families, and friends for sharing this evening's commencement ceremony. Now, for the continued safety of everyone, we ask that you please remain at your seats. Graduates, family members, faculty, and staff will be released by section to depart the stadium. This will occur on a by row per the usher's instructions. Everyone else, please remain seated until they're directed to depart the stadium. As a reminder, please do not congregate and take pictures, stop and take pictures in the area. Now, please rise for the benediction. Reverend Briggs.
In all that we do, we must be thankful. So I come today as your servant, asking that the class of 2021, that you will give them the strength to be able to mount up on the wings of eagles, asking that you will allow them to soar to the highest depths, asking that you give them the wisdom and insight for every decision that they make, asking again for their safety, thanking you again for the staff of Wor-Wic Community College, and asking, now go with them and make every crooked path straight. Continue to bless us as we venture through the COVID-19 pandemic by asking for the class of 2021, the family, the staff, and everyone here tonight, guide us and lead us and show us the way. Amen.
Okay, we're going to process out the same way you came in.